Mr. Secretary, in the weeks before the fall of Kabul, the surrender to the Taliban, I was on the phone with very high-ranking officials at State, DOD, White House, trying to save lives. We had Americans that couldn't get out. We had interpreters that couldn't get through the perimeter of the Taliban. They are left behind. They will be executed. They do have a bullseye on their back. We had 4 buses of Afghan girls, orphans, at the American University School of Music that sat there for 17 hours when I was finally told the State Department would not lift the gate to let them into safety, even though they had an aircraft waiting. Will you guarantee to this committee, now we are at the mercy of the Taliban, though, can you guarantee to this committee that we will get them out?
First, Ranking Member McCaul, thank you for every effort that you made, as well as other members of this committee made, to help people in need, to try to help them get out.
If I could reclaim my time, it's just limited. And we thank.
No, it's important, sir, for you to recognize.
We thank the service.
Well, you did.
We also thank the service, and we also thank the service of people like that worked in Operation Pineapple in Dunkirk. I would ask that the State Department work with them. Those are heroes as well as the State Department officials you're talking about. My last question, very important. Bagram went down, the embassy went down, and we went dark. We have no eyes and ears on the ground. We've lost intelligence capability in the region. That includes Russia, China, and Iran, as you know. This is a national security threat as China moves in. For all I know, they may take over Bagram Air Base. But this over-the-horizon capability, I believe, is exaggerated. It's not a viable option. It's too far away. Did you negotiate with countries like Uzbekistan or Tajikistan to put an ISR capability there? And my last question is it true that President Putin threatened the President of the United States, saying he could not build intelligence capabilities in the region?
This is an important question, and one that in its detail and substance I think we need to take up in another setting for reasons I know that you very much appreciate. Let me just say this very broadly, and you know this very well given your focus and expertise on these issues. The terrorist threat has metastasized dramatically over the last 20 years, and it's most acute in places like Yemen, and to do something about it. But what I would propose,
and if I could reclaim, sir, I would like to work with you, because if we can't see what's happening on the ground, we can't see the threat, we can't respond to it, the threat's only going to grow, it's going to get worse, not better, and we have to have that capability. Let me ask you one last question. We had these planes grounded at Mazar-e-Sharif, and the Taliban seems to be holding these planes up. What are you currently negotiating with the Taliban with respect to these Americans that are trying to get out on these planes? And also, are you negotiating with the Taliban on the issue of legitimizing them as a real government?
Not only us, but virtually the entire international community, including in a United Nations Security Council resolution, has made clear what we expect and will insist on from the Taliban. And with regard to Mazar-e-Sharif, you're correct. There have been charter flights there that have been there for some time that have not been allowed to leave. We want to see those flights leave. We need to see a process put in place to allow those flights to start to move. And we're working on that every day.
Thank you. I yield back.